Hey everybody, welcome to another oneskyastrology video. I'm Michael Hardigan. This video is going to take a look at the full moon on the 22nd of December 2018. This is going to be the last full moon of the year, so there are a couple things going on I want to talk about. Before I do, I want to give a big shout out to Ike Rodriguez and his channel Sidereal Astrologist.com. You can find a link to that on my YouTube page. We're using true sidereal astrology, so you're going to notice that the sign boundaries are delineated by the size and location of the constellations themselves. This is different from Western mainstream astrology and different from Vedic astrology. So one of the first things that we can notice here is that the moon is going to be in Gemini, and right on the Taurus cusp. This is a great time to be grounded in some study, a great time to be grounded in some curiosity, maybe a great time to be trying some new things. We can see that the sun is just passing the Galactic Center, maybe 3 days past. And that's exciting because that's always a turning point. That's always a fresh start for a cycle, a planetary cycle. That sun, you'll notice, is trine up to Uranus, and that trine is going to bring a blend of harmonious energies, a synergy, very effortless between the innovative, the groundbreaking, the sometimes eccentric, but always true to the inner self, the deep self, a balance of that with the sun and just the general tone of being. So just to sum that up, that moon is going to be reflecting the light of the sun, conjunct the Galactic Center, a supermassive black hole, about 4 million times the force of the sun. It's the massive sort of the cloud of energy, the force around which the whole galaxy organizes itself. And it's a very, very, very robust, very powerful point in the chart. We can also see some squares up to Mars and Chiron, and the sun and moon are both making squares to this Mars-Chiron conjunction in Pisces. So that's going to ask that we take action. That's going to ask that we, do some work and, move things forward. That's what Mars wants. And if we don't do that, those squares can really easily manifest as agitation, irritation, even aggression. So that Mars-Chiron conjunction here is about a drive to heal. And that drive to heal in Pisces is around emotionality. In this case in particular, it's about the inner feminine, our inner qualities of receptiveness, of nurturing, of listening, of responding, not reacting. We can see that Neptune here in Aquarius is trine up to Venus in Libra, and that trine is a trine between the two feminine planets in the chart. Now the moon is also considered feminine in Western astrology, and it's featured, of course, very prominently. This is a full moon chart, so let's look a little closer at this feminine energy, because Venus and Neptune are also making a grand trine with the fixed star Sirius. And Sirius, as some of you may know, is very important to the Egyptians, and they associated it with Sothis, the sky goddess. And in many cases, Isis or Isis-Sothis, the goddess figure to Egyptian mythology, was characterized and summed up in this brightest point in the sky, the fixed star Sirius at 15 degrees Gemini. So this is a little bit of a cluster, but you can see that grand trine here. You can also see another grand trine, if you notice, between Uranus, again making that trine to the Sun, but it's in a degree of Pisces, which will always make a grand trine between the Galactic Center and fixed star Regulus. So this is going to lend a little bit of power and potency to that drive to maybe turn over a new leaf. And again, with Uranus and Pisces, this is really going to support this healing work, this healing around the inner feminine. We can see that Saturn is conjunct to Nunki, which lends stability, which lends reservation to just our experience of the physical world, the very lived experience in a tangible way. And another interesting thing I want to bring your attention to is that here we see Mercury and Jupiter conjunct to fixed star Antares, all here in the 8th and 9th degree of Scorpio. Now, if you remember the new moon, it was taking place right on this cusp of Scorpio and Ophiuchus. And it is an energy of getting to the heart of things, getting to the core, getting to what really matters, an energy of transformation, an energy of healing, and an energy of kind of turning the ground, if you will, turning that rocky soil into loose earth, doing that work. And again, you can see how in this full moon that's going to be really supported by this Uranus trine, by the Mars-Chiron conjunction, that drive to heal that's going to be relating to the sun and the moon, asking for us to do that work. And looking back to Scorpio, that Mercury, Jupiter, Antares conjunction is very powerful. It's going to lend a bit of passion, a bit of intensity to this whole already powerful lunar cycle. Antares is a massive red giant. It's a star that is the heart of the scorpion, as it's known. And Scorpio is powerful and penetrating with its emotional passion. It directs that to get to the heart of any situation. So Antares is the very core of that scorpionic process. So right where this new moon started, lending the overtone, lending the energy to the whole cycle, we're going to see the apex of it in the full moon with Mercury conjunct Antares and also conjunct Jupiter, which is going to lend that faith, that optimism, that hope, that good luck. And it's going to temper any of the heavier and more negative aspects of Antares. All right, I think that about sums this up. Just to put it all into one place, I think this is a full moon that is really powerfully supporting us healing, especially in the area of bringing feminine energy into our life, of bringing those qualities of femininity that are so often overlooked in this culture into the fore. With Uranus trine the sun, it could be a really powerful time to turn over a new phase of our whole lives, around caring, nurturing, around listening, around gentleness, around appreciation, maybe around our dreams, maybe around, receptivity. The full moon is a great expression of that, in that it's reflecting the light of the sun. And that sun is just 3 degrees off, just almost lined up with the Galactic Center. So time to reset, to do the healing work that's being asked of us, and to bring those good qualities into our lives and into the lives of those around us in any way we can. These are the kind of things that are going to be supported at this time. All right, everyone, that about does it. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.